getting everything set up. Okay. We're going to have food, we're going to have drinks, and our exhibition is going to be a live painting thing where everybody can participate. Yes.
This is why I need you here. I've never done this before, I'm not nice.
Storia ieri?
Sì, sì, sì.
Secondo me ce la fai anche senza la scala.
Sì?
Sei alta?
Anch'io. So we're going to start with the artists, and also then we're going to have shortly after the presentation we're going to have a live painting by Ines over here. She's going to get that started, and that'll be something that any and all of you are welcome to participate in. Once she gets it going, kind of give some inspiration. We're going to have some music. Molly's here. Molly's here. She's going to be leading that. We'll have some live music. So welcome everybody.
A time I spent in Liguria. So we have the cliffs in Liguria, spending time on the beach, let's say, on the coast, and so this is where the inspiration comes from.
Music, so whenever I create an artwork, it's not just me making the artwork, but the artwork kind of comes through me almost, from some kind of external creative force.
Coming around.
I live in Carmignano, a countryside between Prato and Florence. This is the second event I make with Austin, so I really want to thank Austin for this opportunity.
Big round of applause for Austin for organizing this. Are you filming this? Did you get a shot of this that I'm about to do? Yeah?
I have two loves, really, because I start painting since I was drawing, since I was 2 years old, you know, and this was a love that stayed with me forever, maybe. And when I was 12 years old, I started loving technology because of my father. He's an informatic programmer. So I started like, oh, I love computers, I love everything. It's about science and technology. So I like to understand and to research about technology too. As an artist, all this new wave about AI technology, for me it's like a little bit scared. I'm a little bit scared about that, but really in a little bit part, because oh my God, wow, okay. But for the 90% of the part, I'm really excited about it. So, whoa, really? This is just the beginning, and it can do that.
Si quieren pueden escribir algo aquí. ¿Sí? Pues obvio. Si quieren, piensen.
Tres palabras.
Sí.
¿Sí?
How do I feel about AI and its impact on artists? I think, as anything in life, it can really either ruin art or take it to the next level. I think technological revolutions can be used to the creative's mind, to their benefit. So, for example, for poets, maybe there's a day that they're very not inspired, and maybe AI will give them just a hint, you know, to start. It could be the spark. It could be just another source of inspiration. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's a source of frustration. It can also mean new beginnings. Obviously, I have a better, more optimistic side of things because I am very much in touch with the AI regulation that is going through in the EU right now. and they're really trying to regulate the harmful in the most aggressive side of it.
For me, it's not a case of whether you're for or against it, because it seems like artificial intelligence is something that perhaps has existed for a long time. It's just now hitting a new level of sophistication and a new speed of development at which we feel affected by it more.
Of course, AI makes me feel really, I think, angry, and I hate AI doing the visual art. Why? Because technologies, they are created to simplify our lives, to make the stuff we don't want to do so that we have more time to do the more pleasant stuff. And if we delegate such a pleasurable thing as creating art to AI, what is it that we are supposed to occupy ourselves with in this spare time?
Just burn it when it comes to art and things like that. I have a lot of friends who tell me, oh look, you put input inside a fucking tablet or a fucking phone and it writes you a beautiful story. Of course, we live in a generation where people have really serious grammar issues, so it's beautiful that AI can write down perfectly written sentences, but there's no artistic thing in that. It's just bullshit, complete bullshit.
I also use it sometimes to just send a message that I'm a little bit skeptical about. So let's say, for example, I want to send an email and it's a little bit delicate and I don't have the time. I just put in ChatGPT or whatever AI program that I'm using, write it with more empathy, and then I rewatch the email and then I'm like, okay, this is good. So I press send and I save myself 20 minutes of overthinking.
Well, if you set boundaries, probably it's a good thing, because you can replace instruments or parts or ideas that you can really make on your own. They can give you some prompt.
It's interesting that artificial intelligence is starting to, quote unquote, produce artwork, you know? It's always filtered through the lens of kind of Google search histories or big data, we might say.
And it can also be confusing because AI art can resemble a lot of art that is by humans.
I'm really mad at those artists who feed AI, because by making more iterations, by interacting with it, you basically make it more clever in a sense. And just playing with it, enjoying it, it's really destructive. And a concern about AI is that while it trains, the sample of works that it uses is actually a sample of copyrighted works. So it's no way, like the creators of AI then should pay the artists whose work they chose. So pretending to be super smart and clever by aggregating years and hours of other people's labor, concentration and everything, and just saying that it's one kind of program. No.
You can get ideas, you can get prompts from a machine, but you use it to create something new. They don't really steal others' works.
I think there is a normal fear for people for everything that's new, the same way that we're scared of the phones, the same way that we're scared of new technology that kind of changes the way that we live life radically. I think AI is going to simply amplify the way that we do art. It's like having a new brush if you're a painter that has multiple capabilities. If AI somehow over time develops consciousness or it becomes a sentient being, then I would say if AI makes better art than humans, then so be it.
There's no soul, it's a machine, so it's perfect on a superficial level but lacks of a soul. So I'm not in favor of AI when it comes to apply to art. I've heard a friend discussing with another guy about, he was saying that art will bring the ability to create new masterpiece like Michelangelo did just by putting the information of Michelangelo's diaries inside a computer, and they will not have a mistake. But it won't be a masterpiece like Michelangelo because there will be no free choice in that. It will be just the machine that do everything. There will be no the experience of Michelangelo put to test.
But the Sistine Chapel is kind of organized, created, and what we're really admiring in a piece of art on one level is the human dedication to mastery and mastering a skill. And that's the thing with one big layer of what we're admiring about Michelangelo in that moment. So I think it depends, like if artificial intelligence, how human it becomes. I think that's really what it is at the end of the day, because humans have an appreciation for humans. Human endeavor is the thing that we're all really passionate and amazed by. And so it's not necessarily the artwork itself, but the endeavor that got it there, the story, the narrative behind it. And I suppose that's maybe what at the moment AI potentially lacks, is any sense of narrative. As soon as it becomes easy to make something, that thing becomes kind of meaningless to people in a way that they maybe don't want to admit.
AI can collect this information from the whole world and have no bias. And I think, I'm not sure if it will ever truly capture human emotion, but I think considering all the art that there is and how that makes us feel, it can be like a TikTok algorithm thing where it can give us things that make us feel just the same way that it gives us things that are very rational and useful for us.
You're delegating the pinnacle of joy and pleasure to the machine, then what will you do yourself?
If it gets very intelligent, it can get more and more information and become something bigger. So that is scary.
It's burn it and don't think back. Use it for other things, use to nuke whoever you hate, but don't use it for art.
Because in one day it can completely explode.
Is there anything else you'd like to share? Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, absolutely.
It's been a pleasure, and I hope that this documentary is a success. Thank you.